what we're going to talk about today is clothing for sure. But we're going to talk about vintage sportswear. I'm going to say this every time. I love vintage clothing. I don't think that's going to change because it just makes sense, right? It's withstood it's withstood time. You know, it's lasted for a long time and it's still held its like fabrics together. Garments have held shape. That means they're good, right? So passed down, they all have a story as well. All right, so recently I went to a couple different places in Japan. I was traveling. I went to Hokkaido. I went to Ishikawa. I was in, where else did I go? Oh, Fukuoka. I did not find any vintage there. I didn't go. Actually, I did. I'm lying. I went to Fukuoka, Ishikawa, and Hokkaido. And now I'm going to talk about, I love vintage. I'll keep talking about it. And I'll talk about some recent purchases. So a couple things that I bought recently. And I'll tell you why. All right. So it's fall. It's November. And the items that I got are as follows. All right. So first, got this right here. All right, so these sweatpants, these are oversized. These are navy blue sweatpants, right? And they're oversized. They're big on me. And the high school, it's a high school team. It's called American Football Team 𝗙𝗵𝗔𝗍 Moriyama High. And I looked it up, and this is a high school that's in Sapporo, and it's not actually in Sapporo. It's in Hokkaido, but not Sapporo. Where is it at? Where is this high school at? Just look at it. This high school is in Ibetsu, Hokkaido. So I got them because good material, oversized. I love navy blue, and the brand is JERZEES. Jersey makes awesome sweatpants, right? You think about Champion all the time and Russell, but Jerseys, they're tough. All right, so you got these. Name of the team right there. I probably could do without the big letters like that. I like a little bit more subtle, maybe a number here or something like that. That's how I used to wear them. That's how mine were in college and in high school, whatever. But in the back, it's kind of cool because it says DL, right? So it says the person's position. It says whatever. It says defensive line, and that's pretty cool. I've never seen that. All right, so you got that through sweatpants. And also it's funny because in Japan, it says American Football Team. You know, it got distinguished because in America, we only call it football. You know, around the world, football is with that round ball, right? Soccer ball. All right, anyways. So American football. All right, next thing we have here is this shirt right here. So I saw this. I just looked up. I walked into a store. This is actually from Harajuku. No, I'm sorry, not Harajuku. This is actually from Shimokizawa. So I walked into the store I like. It was Mikmo. I walked in, I looked up, I saw the jersey. I'm like, yo, it was kind of like bent like this. I saw the colors and I saw the eagle. And being born in Boston, you know, and had a lot of friends, like in family that attended school in Boston, some Boston College alumni. I looked up there and I was like, oh, BC, Chestnut Hill. I was like, Beantown, come on now. All right, so I was like, I gotta get that. I don't know who number 4 is. I looked it up. I saw a D-back. I'm not sure who he was, but his name wasn't there, but it looked pretty cool. And this is a practice jersey, and it has the old Champion logo right there, and it's pretty cool. Actually, I think this came out of the student section or like maybe the bookstore because it's smaller. I can't imagine this fitting over any shoulder pads. Nonetheless, an awesome garment. Pretty cool, number 4, great. All right, and the next thing I got, not next, but I got this when I was in Ishikawa in a town called, not Saga, it was in Yanagawa. And this is from, what is it called? West Coast Vintage. I think they're everywhere, but either way, walked in there, I saw these. So Buffs, this is Colorado Buffaloes. So CU, Colorado University, the Buffaloes, they call them the Buffs. I like this because it's black and gold. One of my high schools I went to, it had these same colors. But Colorado's helmets are gold, and now this is kind of like the old colors they use for like their gear. So this is an older sweater. I want to say like at the latest or at the newest, I would say like maybe like 2000, but it's a couple years old. All right, and then they now use like gold and black, but actually proper gold, not yellow. But anyways, Colorado Buffs. This is a Champion sweatshirt, and I thought this was pretty cool. Reminds me of one I had from Georgia Tech that got stolen when I was living in Cambridge Square, in Boston. Somebody stole my sweatshirt. Anyways, all right, so Champion, cool. Throw that one over there. And next one, right here, OSU. Maybe someone can help me, I'm not sure. All right, so this is OSU. That's Russell Athletic. I think this is actually Oregon State. I think this is Oregon State University, but couldn't it also be Oklahoma State University? Same colors, but I think it's actually Oregon. All right, so here you got Russell Athletic, nothing on the back, OSU. And it's funny because OSU is a Japanese word. Osu is a Japanese word, Osu. So it means vinegar, which I use a lot of in my food, right? So maybe this is appropriate for me to wear. Maybe it was a serendipitous meeting. All right, so here we go. Got this one right here. All right, so have you ever seen the show? You've seen MTV, I'm sure, but have you ever seen a show called Laguna Beach or The Hills? So it's like one of those reality shows following like these teens in California, Orange County. So Laguna Beach is in Orange County, and
right now you're a very rude girl. You're sitting on everyone's laps and you're dancing around. You need to get your makeup.
Came on a couple years ago, or I think mid 2000s, and yeah, the high school or the area was called Laguna Beach. The high school was actually Laguna Hills. That's where they went. So I saw this there. I was like, oh, Laguna Hills, Laguna Beach, like a TV show. So this is Laguna Hills High out of California, Orange County, lacrosse sweatshirt. Very sturdy. And I was surprised to look in the tag and see it's Gildan. Throw the Gildan on the children. So I saw it was Gildan, right? Anyways, sturdy. It's been around for a while. I thought it was like Russell actually, but yeah, it's a cool piece as well. All right. And those are my recent vintage finds. And if you know any more information about some of these pieces that I have found, let me know. Or if you want to buy one, you want to cop, what's good? You want to buy, you know, everybody's on Mercury, everybody's on Grailed, all that, whatever, Depop, all that. Anyways, you want a sweatshirt, let me know, you can have it. I'm not thrilled. I'm not attached. All right, anyways, goodbye. It's 70 degrees outside, or 21, so I gotta go outside. So that's the videos, and that's all I'm gonna say. Oh yeah, all right, look at my shirt. You see, it's the Western shirt. Call it YEEHAWAGENDA. So YEEHAWAGENDA, AGENDA, YEEHAWAGENDA. So you think about something cowboys say, yeehaw, but check out that hashtag. You can learn a lot about like the Western, the cowboy aesthetic, right? I mean, as you know, 1 in 4 cowboys were of African-American descent. So, you know, wear it, everybody wear it, you know? We got vaqueros, everybody had cowboys and cattle hands, every country, but yeah, check it out. Anyways. Almost forgot my jeans because I didn't hang them up. All right, so I've already worn these actually, but all right, so I was walking around this store in Ishikawa, and they have a bunch of jeans and in my size, so I was surprised. Like I'll wear like a 34, and you don't always find like a lot of vintage. Like you find like sometimes like 33 in Japan, or like a little bit smaller, but yeah, I found my size. So I was walking around. I just usually feel the fabric before I actually check the label, just to see if it's sturdy. I don't really care where it's made by or who it's made by. Again, if it's vintage, you know, and it's denim, you know, it's probably actually pretty sturdy, right? So anyways, I was grabbing it. I'm like, oh, are these Levi's or maybe like Wrangler? I thought like Wrangler, right? Western Yeehaw, right? I thought they were Wrangler, but I checked and I grabbed the tag and I'm like, oh, these are actually made by Superior Authentic. I have never heard of that. Never heard of that. I don't know what that is. But I'll tell you one thing. I tried them on and they fit. Oh, they say Members Mark. I don't know what that means. Members Mark jeans, right? So if you see me, I'm wearing Members Mark jeans. You know how much these Members Mark jeans cost? 800 yen. So that's like $7.60, something like that. 800 yen. Sturdy. These are tough, right? I almost bought a pair from 𝗙𝗎cie. Same color and sturdy, built just like these. I actually think these are a little stronger, a little tougher. And I almost bought them from 𝗙𝗎cie for like 𝗙𝗎𝗋, like a little higher, maybe like $100 and something. Not 𝗙cie𝗶𝗋𝗄. These jeans are from Fukuoka and a town Yanagawa, and it's right by those little canals where you get on a little boat, the gondola. It's like a little Venice. And yeah, found these jeans there. Yanagawa, near Saga Airport.